Well, hello, Caleb. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Conrad. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next in this great Fantastic Four saga. We just saw Black Bolt scream, and he destroyed not only the city, but the negative zone barrier that had held the Inhumans captive. And so I'm sure that soon we're going to see the Inhumans escape into the world, and we're going to see Johnny and Crystal reunited. But what about Doctor Doom with his great cosmic powers that he stole away from the Silver Surfer? What is he going to do next? Well, that's what we're about to find out as we return to Latveria and we see Doctor Doom flying off in the air. At that moment, in another remote city in the heart of Europe, an equally astonishing event is taking place. And one of the Latverians says, "It is the evil one. It is Doctor Doom riding the air currents like a mad armored witch." Not so, Gustav. No mere witch was ever as deadly, ever as unstoppable. What new outrage can he be planning? The Latvians are concerned about their monarch, whom they realize is evil and yet powerful. Within seconds, the fearful villagers receive their answer. "Ha!" says Doom, using the powers of the Silver Surfer. "How simple it is to cause the air molecules to absorb all light, thus turning the skies pitch black." And look, as he flies around, darkness follows, settles on the village, and Doom says, "I have created total darkness, a darkness which will last 24 hours to show the helpless world how miraculous I am." The poor villagers, all surrounded by the darkness created by Doctor Doom. But there are more miracles to be wrought, far, far more. And so he flies away to discover new mischief. Here, above the warm, slumbering Aegean islands, that's around Greece, your Nana and I have been on a cruise through the Aegean Sea. It is indeed a beautiful place. What is Doom about to do? He says, "I shall unleash another bolt of cosmic power, and I shall do it now." Oh, so for 24 hours, that which had been a tropical isle shall be a snow-covered, frozen wasteland by the power of Doctor Doom. And so he turns this beautiful tropical island into an icy blast of cold snow and ice, and these poor folks are shivering in it. No land is too remote, no victim too helpless to escape the awesome attack of the world's most dangerous menace. Doom sees a lone gorilla. One simple bolt to disrupt its hormone balance will give evidence of my supremacy, even here. What is he going to do? He shines this bolt upon the gorilla, and look! He says how simple it is to effect a sudden biological change in any living being through use of cosmic power. And so he advances its evolutionary process. Um, and then he flies off, saying it will also remain in its present gigantic form for 24 hours, causing untold destruction wherever it trods. Before I am done, no place on earth will fail to shudder at the mere mention of my name. Doctor Doom, shudder. He is evil. But there is one man who does not shudder as he observes his arch foe's every movement via a delicate satellite scanning device. Now more than ever, I know I dare not give up the fight. Who is it that is watching Dr. Doom? Oh, we knew who it was. It's Reed Richards. Since stealing the incredible power of the Silver Surfer, he's already beaten us once. I know it's hopeless to try to match his strength, but there may be another way. The one area in which I'm still the equal of Dr. Doom is my intellect. If I can't outfight him, I must somehow outthink him. I must find a way to stop him before the military powers of Earth take matters in their own hands. Mankind will never surrender to an evil fiend like Doom. Therefore, the only alternative may be to strike back with every weapon in our nuclear arsenal, saturating the entire planet in an atomic holocaust. And still the odds will favor Doom so long as he holds on to the space-spawned powers which only the Silver Surfer has the right to possess. Our time has almost run out. I may never be allowed a second chance. That which I've created here may be mankind's last hope for freedom, for life itself. And so what is Reed Richards conceiving and creating? It's only a prototype, but if luck is with me, it can mean the salvation of the human race. It looks like a bat, doesn't it? With wings and antennae. And here comes the thing. He says, "Hey, Stretcho, what gives? What in blazes are you messing around with now?" "Oh, just a new type of flying toy, Ben. Here, catch." "All this time working on a nutty toy? Who loosened your head bolts, mister?" And he tosses the bat toy, the winged toy, at Ben Grimm himself. Then he says, "It may not be as foolish as you think. Don't drop it. Here?" But the instant it comes in contact with the startled thing, Fatoom! The thing cries out, "Yow!" What on earth? "What are you, Richards? Some kind of full-time nut or something?" "Sorry, old friend," says Reed. "It was vital I test it, and you came in at the critical moment." And so Reed stretches out and retrieves the bat toy. "I see you're still groggy. It's difficult for you to get to your feet," observes Reed. "That's excellent. Excellent! If it can affect a powerhouse like you that way, think of the effect it may have on Dr. Doom." "So," retorts the thing, "you were just using me for a simple little test, huh?" "Ah," retorts Reed, "you're getting angry. Good. It's the reaction I hoped for." He hoped for Ben to get angry? He's brave. "Yeah, well, let's see if this is something else you've been hoping for." The-boom! And with his mighty fist, he aims at Reed Richards, but Mr. Fantastic just moves out of the way. "Actually, it is, Ben. Now settle down and let me explain. My little gadget weakened you, even more than you thought. But don't worry, the effect is only temporary. However, its most important function is to make Doom angry. The more furious he gets, the better chance we'll have to beat him. Now you'd better rest a while, big fella. We've a tough fight ahead of us." And so he wraps Ben in his arms and kind of picks him up and helps him along. Well, let's look back in on the Inhumans. At that very moment, these prophetic words leave Reed Richards' lips. A whole new world also looms ahead of the newly freed Inhumans. The barrier is gone. We're free. Free. Our city is a shambles, and yet what does it matter? By sacrificing one imprisoned city, we have gained ourselves a world. At last, we shall live beneath the sun once more, able to breathe the cool, fresh, heaven-sent air. Black Bolt did it. Our king has freed us, as we knew he would. But now, with an entire planet looming before us, What do we do? Where do we go? Is the human race yet ready for us? What do you think? Are y'all ready for the Inhumans with their strange powers to come into the world? Well, let's see what happens. One there is who thinks only of a reunion, only of finally rejoining the boy she loves. Who do you think that is? Who's looking for a beloved young man? Well, of course, it's Crystal. She says, now I can find Johnny again. Nothing will ever separate us. We'll be together at last. Karnak says, our hearts rejoice for you, Crystal. Now we are all free to follow our own pursuits. Medusa says, look, there is Black Bolt waiting for us. Medusa thinks it but doesn't say it. How I long to take him in my arms, to tell him how proud he's made me, how I love him, how I'll never stop loving him. But there is much to be done. Our moment must wait, no matter how unbearable each second without him may be. Crystal rushes to Black Bolt and says, Black Bolt, you risked everything for us, and you won. We'll never forget you. Never, never. Maximus, of course, is the only one who's not happy. He says, now that you've set them free, they'll idolize you forever. I've lost any chance of becoming king. Well, you don't deserve any chance of being king. Meh. But even as the mad Maximus babbles on, the girl named Crystal, fair and fresh as the morning dew, steps out into the waiting world, savoring its scents, its sounds, every miracle of nature which unfolds before her eager, hungry eyes. Somewhere out there, beyond the mountains and over the sea, is Johnny Storm, and I'll find him. Somehow I'll find him. I'll bet Johnny will find her. Well, let's see what will happen, but that's a ways in the future. All right, Medusa says, we cannot let Crystal go alone. We must join her, Black Bolt. We six, you, Gorgon, Karnak, Triton, Crystal, and myself, we have been together so long, we cannot separate, not now. Maximus says, yes, go, go. With you gone, I'll still have a chance to be king. Nyeh. Though they think me mad, am I not still your brother? Do I not have the blood of a king surging through my veins? I think not. Here comes Karnak. What? After all you've done, you dare speak so to Black Bolt? You dare still aspire to the throne? But you shall aspire no longer, madman, not while Karnak lives. And he tosses Maximus to the floor. But Medusa says, no, Karnak, only Black Bolt has the right. And Black Bolt reacts to Karnak. And Karnak bows and says, forgive me, Black Bolt. I presumed too much. No matter what his crimes, no matter what the provocation, I dared to forget he is your brother. And then Medusa cries out, Black Bolt, the Council of Elders has made a decision, one which will affect us all. And Gorgon says, it has been decided by acclamation that we are to separate. We, the six who form the royal family and court, shall enter the world of the humans, while our brethren shall remain to rebuild our city and tend our lands until the glorious day when we shall all be together again, proud and united once more. So I think that's a good decision. The six Inhumans, whom we know best, will go forth into the land, seeking out Fantastic Four, and especially Johnny Storm. And the others are going to stay behind. All right. Black Bolt signals his approval, declares Medusa. The decision is thus royally ratified. And the Inhumans say, we shall be faithful to your trust, Black Bolt. Upon your return, this kingdom shall be as it was, a land of joy and peace. And then Gorgon adds, then the time is come to depart and face whatever befalls. Moments later, in the one undamaged Magnus ship which had emerged from the Holocaust unscathed, the incredible band of Inhumans takes to the air, their goal, the human race. Medusa says, we must be cautious. We must never forget how mankind feared us, how they attacked us. But Crystal says, I'm not afraid, Medusa. Once I find Johnny, I'll never fear anything again. I hope your dreams do come true, gentle Crystal, but I sense that many dark dangers await us, and many unknown perils will be ours to face. I share Triton's prediction, and so I suspect would Black Bolt if he too would speak. All right, of course, we don't want him to speak, do we? Nope, he'd tear everything up again. But I am sure that Triton is right. There will be dark dangers ahead because, after all, this is Marvel Comics. All right? Where would Marvel Comics be without dark dangers to thrill us? While on the vanishing ground below, here's Maximus cackling. They've gone, the fools. Now nothing can stop me from regaining the crown. At last, I'll be king, king. Wait, hear me. I need an army. Say you'll help me, and you shall be my royal chamberlain. Begone, madman. We have a city to rebuild, but think of the wonders I can create, the weapons I can build. We have no use for weapons now. I've approached everybody. They ignore me, mock me, Maximus. But I'll show them I'm not mad. I'll conquer all. I'll do it alone. If only I could remember all my weapons, my plans, my schemes. Why can't I remember? Why? Why? And so we leave the man who would be king. For such as he, forgetfulness can sometimes be a blessing. All right, so bye-bye, Maximus. While back at the laboratory workshop of one of the greatest scientific geniuses of all time, we find Mr. Fantastic and the Thing. Reed says, that's it, big fella. Keep bending that bar until I say stop. The correct angle of curvature is all important. Okay, that's it. Hold it. Now. And Thing says, what do you want I should do next? Tear up some phone books for you? So the Thing is complaining again. It's not anybody else's fault that he's the only strong one in the bunch. Knock off the flip talk, old friend. If I make the slightest miscalculation on any of these sub-miniaturized components, we'll have had it. Thing says, beats me how any of them nutty, mad scientist gizmos are going to bother a guy who's floating around with cosmic power. But if you say so, I've got to say so, says Reed. It's our only hope. And look, he's looking through these strange magnifying glasses. Then long hours later, here comes Sue. Neither of you have had breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You just can't go on this way. I insist you both have something to eat right now. Sounds like a good idea to me. Sounds like a good idea to Ben. Susie's right, Stretcho. I'm wasting away to only half a ton. I'm afraid I didn't realize it was so late, says Reed. Thank you, darling. We'll be right with you. Well, now that's a good answer. Usually he snaps. And so they're eating, but Ben says, sheesh, I could have more laughs eating on Yancey Street. What's with you two? You each got Charlie horsed lips or something? Sorry, Ben, answers Reed. I just can't get Dr. Doom out of my mind, wondering when he'll strike. If we can't stop him, next time he appears, the whole planet might be helpless before him. Sue is always the pessimist. And the Thing says, hey, I just realized, It was more fun when you was quiet. Yeah, quiet is better than whining and complaining and worrying. Then, as all the world seems to hold its breath, waiting for the coming cataclysm, here comes Doctor Doom, having caused a great volcanic explosion. He says, "My power has been tested, and it is even greater than I hoped. Therefore, there's no need for any further delay. No force, no combination of forces can possibly stop me. Before this day is ended, mankind shall grovel helplessly at my feet. And as fate has obviously ordained, Doctor Doom shall be master of Earth." Wow. There he is. Angry, mad, powerful, a little crazy. It's Doctor Doom planning to take over the entire Earth. But next it says the tide turns. We need the tide to turn, don't we? Right now the tide is going all the wrong way. So let's see what's next. Wow, this issue is called The Peril and the Power. And we see the Thing and Doom battling it out. We see Reed and Sue up on this pinnacle. And here comes the torch. So there'll be one great fight between the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom. And we'll see it all unfold in the next issue of this saga of Doctor Doom and the Silver Surfer. I can't wait. I'll be right back with you as soon as I can. All right, y'all. Love you all very much. Bye-bye.